fellow Toastmasters and guests. This evening, I would like to become your travel agent for at least the next 5 to 7 minutes, that is. I intend to sell you on the idea of taking an alternative vacation. Not only do I intend to sell you on the idea, but I also intend to persuade you to take a vacation of purpose rather than the traditional vacation for pleasure. When you are considering what type of vacation to take, what do you normally think of? Perhaps you're thinking of relaxation opportunities. Maybe you're considering the idea to immerse yourself in another culture, or perhaps you're a foodie and you want to try delectable food. Maybe you envision the idea of walking on white sand beaches and looking at cool, calm waves. Or maybe it's the activities that you can have on the vacation that interest you. Maybe you want to hike through a tropical forest. Maybe you want to do something exhilarating like zip lining. Or maybe you want to do something more relaxing like playing golf. Or maybe you simply want to lay out on the beach all day long. I want to assure you, if you take a vacation of purpose, you can do all of these things and more. And that's why it's my preferred vacation. Because there are many benefits that come with the vacation of purpose, which I've already told you tonight. You get to relax on one, you can taste delectable food, you can really learn about another culture. If you love to shop, you can do so because you can write off the vacation on your taxes, and you can have a tremendous adventure of a lifetime. So by now you may be thinking, what is she talking about? What exactly is a vacation of purpose? Well, I'm calling a vacation of purpose is better known as a mission trip. And I have taken a few mission trips myself, but today I'm going to talk about one in particular that I took with Habitat for Humanity. And if you're not familiar with Habitat for Humanity, I'll tell you briefly. It's an organization that will build houses for lower income families worldwide. And in July of 2013, I decided that I was going to go on a trip with Habitat for Humanity, and that I was going to go to Thailand. And I landed in Bangkok a few days before the trip officially began, and I was so excited to be able to explore this big, dynamic city. And I didn't do a tour with a normal tour guide. I hired a tuk-tuk driver who drove me around on this open-air taxi. So this is the actual driver that drove me around all of Thailand. And so while I was with him, I was able to taste different foods like traditional pad thai. I also was able to go to traditional markets. Here's an open air market that I was able to go to, where you're able to taste exotic fruits. I then also got to see a traditional Thai boxing match. And I also got to see the Grand Palace. But this was not the overall purpose of my trip, was not just to see all over Bangkok. I had come there with a purpose also. And so after a few days, I met up with the rest of the team, and I met my team members, and they were people from all over the United States, from age 16 to 70, ready to build a home for a special family. Sorry, it's not cooperating. So I met the family, and they were living with several other families in the house already, and they desperately wanted a home of their own. And so they welcomed us into their current home, and they also cooked dinner for us every night, which is really a great way to learn about a new culture, is to work alongside the locals of that culture. But after a few days of building, we got a rest day. And so they took us to a remote island where we got to go snorkeling in clear blue waters. And then we also got to eat dinner on the beach and get entertained with a fire show. And then we went back to building for another couple of days. After the building was over, I went on a few excursions with my team members, including to a wild animal reserve where I got to ride an elephant for the first time. But back to the purpose of the trip. The purpose of the trip is to build a house for a family. And when you see the tears rolling down their eyes, you know it was worth the time and the effort that you put in to go down to such a far place so that they could have a home. And I remember the mayor of the city came out to dedicate the home to the family, and this is the party that they had in the streets with their family and friends and neighbors to celebrate their new home. So I hope from learning from my experience in Thailand that you can see that taking a trip with purpose can have as many benefits as also taking a trip with pleasure, if not more. So in conclusion, I say dare to dream, dare to explore, dare to do something outside of the box. I dare you to take a vacation of purpose instead of just a vacation of pleasure. Thank you.